Hello, everybody. This is Libby DeLucien with WootRecruit. Today, I'm super excited to be here at the ZenMaid Summit. Honored to be asked to be a speaker and also represent a company that I am partners in, and super excited to share some tips with you today. We are going to share the magic formula, right? The magic formula to becoming fully staffed in 6 days. So I know hiring is a huge issue. I know it's very competitive right now. But before we get started, I want to just kind of introduce myself and share some of my experiences with you. And let me get started. Okay. So again, I am Libby DeLucien. Super excited to be here and to share with you a little bit about myself and how I got started and a little bit about my business as well. So I am a CBF coach as well. I'm a certified cleaning business fundamentals coach. It is so much fun. I love it. It is an honor to work with Debbie Sardone, and it's amazing. And I also own WootRecruit, which is a hiring tool or software that can absolutely take your business to the next level. So besides those things, I also own my own residential cleaning company and professional organizing. So my cleaning company is fairly new. It's almost on its 4th year. So it's still kind of a baby. We've made so many mistakes at the beginning, but we definitely learned. And then my professional organizing company has been around for a little bit longer. And that's how I started. I started doing professional organizing myself. And then I thought, wouldn't it be fun to open a cleaning business so I could make money without working? And I knew nothing about cleaning. Nothing. I'd never had a cleaner in my home. I'd never cleaned a home professionally for anyone, only my own. So it was very eye-opening, and it was a very fun but challenging experience. So super proud of our company and how fast it has grown. And these secrets that I'm going to share with you are some of the ways that I use, or some of the things I use to take my business to the next level. As being a professional organizer, I'm also a KonMari Gold certified professional organizer. Super proud of this. This was like a personal thing I wanted to do. I got to go to London and work with Marie Kondo. I think I'm one of only a couple gold certified KonMari consultants. And then I have worked with my organizing skill for many people. These are some people that own some Fortune 500 companies, but it was just an honor. I have always been an organizer and loved systems. And that is where WootRecruit was born from, it is a system. And then here, we always have our why. And I'm missing one of my kids in here. I just realized the baby is now 3. So yes, I had her right when I started my cleaning company. A year in, I found out I was pregnant. So I cleaned for 1 year and then I had to stop. So it was very difficult doing this. And, I was able to, for the first 3 years I was in CBF, grow my cleaning business to $1 million. And then I have a 13-year-old, and then I also have a 23-year-old. So I have 23, 13, and 3. I think every 10 years I keep forgetting how much work it was. And then I do it all over again. And then I ask myself, why did I do this? So as my business was growing, right, we were just growing, and chaos started to surround me, right? Chaos. It was like, because I had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't have systems for some of this stuff. So luckily, in 2018, I actually found CBF that helped me with some of this chaos, right? But then I really wanted to tackle the hiring, right? The how it works, why people do certain things, numbers, the applicants, the statistics. And so that became a very big passion of mine, and to create a system for that. And that's where WootRecruit was born. And, myself and another CBF Pro member owns WootRecruit. His name is Paul Fasthauer. So, and we'll talk a little bit more about his company and how large it is here in a second. But this was the chaos I was experiencing, right? It felt like I was drowning in just a sea of issues after issues, right? I thought to myself, there's no good candidates. I don't know how to do these things. Why don't people want to work? Why aren't they showing up? And what I found out was I was doing so many things wrong. And then I found out a lot of this stuff was things that I could fix or prevent. Instead of reacting to the chaos, I can learn to be proactive. So, and also along the way, there's little QR codes at the bottom of the page. If you're on a computer, you can scan it with your phone and you can jump right over to the demo page to schedule a live demo with me. So, this was me. I just had the baby. I was up nights. I was worried about my cleaning staff. I was worried about staying staffed. It was ruining my vacation, right? Because when you're small, if you lose 2 people and you only have 2 people, I've lost half my workforce, right? If I have, as we grow, that pain we don't feel that pain as much. But when we were smaller, I felt like I was being held hostage by my crummy employees. And so, I remember having days where, I cried to my husband, or I just wanted to quit. And not until I really found a system and what worked for these things did I get out of that valley of despair. So I want to go over, what would it look like if I had this system that would help me hire at a tremendous rate and tremendous speed, right? Imagine if you could go from 2 cleaners to 8 in 3 to 6 months, right? Well, in CBF, we learn the numbers, and that's a net gain of $330K in revenue if you could add that many cleaners to your company. And we know right now leads are easy to get, that actually applicants are harder to get than leads. That's one reason why I always stay overstaffed, because leads are easy to get. But imagine that. And that's what happened to myself and Paul Fasthauer when WootRecruit is it is a baby. So it started a year ago. It was a year in March. So we're we started with the idea a year ago in last March. So, we're just about a year old. We currently service many, many cleaning companies or home service companies, electricians, house cleaners. We have restoration companies. So it's any high turnover industry because it is hard, right? So this is what happened to our companies when we mastered that hiring skill. So my company now is projected to be 1.5 million. And Paul Fasthauer, he is just doesn't stop, right? He is projecting to be, he's already, I can assume by the time this airs, because he's that kind of guy, a $3.8 million cleaning company, one single location, $3.8 million. It's incredible. I'm chasing him. He does have a few more years on me, but I'm chasing him. So that is what happened to our companies. When we created the system, we learned how all those moving parts work, right? And that is now what WootRecruit is and where it was born from. And 2 cleaning company owners created this system. So now I want to talk about the why. I want to talk about the why, and the why is huge. The why is almost bigger than any other part of this, right? So these are some stats, some numbers that I pulled for you, right? So let's go over the why. And the reason I'm going over the why is not to discourage you but it's to show you what you have to be better than. You have to be better than this. And so the why. So let's see. 42% of business owners all over the United States, this is not just cleaning stats, 42% of business owners have a job opening they cannot fill. That means a half of almost every company has positions they cannot fill. I mean, that is astounding, right? So typically over the last 48 years, this stat was at about 22%, right? So we are double of what we've seen in history. Over the last 48 years of history, we are double that number. So it does not help that we are in a hiring frenzy because the whole world was shut down, right? It was shut down. And then around January, things started to open up. And that is our busy season for so many people, whether you're in lawn care, home cleaning, the restaurant, tourism. I'm in South Florida, so that's our busy season. So it doesn't help that everything was shut down. And then when it does open, it opens during prime time, right? And then the other thing that doesn't help when it opens, and here comes these numbers, is the money that people are making by doing nothing, right? So the stimulus, the average head of household made $11,000 on the 2 stimulus plans or payments, the average head of household. That is typically a third of what they would have made normally an entire year, right? So there's that number, right? And then if they drew unemployment plus the $300 additional that they paid out because of COVID, that average head of household went home with $22,000 by doing nothing. And the reason I want to cover this is because this is the why right now. This is why things are so hard right now. It will not last forever, but yes, we're still feeling the impact. Now in Florida, where I'm located, they are taking away the extra $300 additional, and they're now making unemployment harder to get because they had lifted a lot of the restrictions. So check with your state. But this is the why. This is why we're struggling. This is why it has become so difficult to hire. So if you want to hire, you have to be better than that, right? Than that $22,000. So now I want to take you into the 3 things that I'm going to show you today that is going to help you tremendously to hire. And the one thing I want you to remember during this whole presentation is what worked last year won't work this year. And I should say what worked 2 years ago won't work this year. Well, a year and a half ago. That was my whole saying during COVID. Or during the end of COVID, but now we're coming around to the tail end of it. So again, what worked last year will not work this year. It will not work, right? It's not going to work. So we have to drop those old habits and we have to start thinking outside of the box. We have to change a lot of things. And this is what I want to go over with you. And if you can master these 3 things, you will see results instantly, literally the same day, you will start to see results. Okay, so the first one, know your market. Know your market is super huge. It's just like with us advertising for leads. We need to know our market. We need to know what our target market is. Yes, we're going to attract other people, but we're still going to hyper focus on that perfect lead for our house cleaning company. So it's the same thing with know your market for applicants. Know your market. Who are you trying to attract? Currently in the workforce, there are 4 generations working. There are baby boomers, there are Gen X's, there are millennials, and there are Gen Z's. What is your target market? I will tell you my target market. I know what it is. I have 2. I have a primary and I have a secondary. We all have a primary and a secondary. My target market is baby boomers. Believe it or not, my cleaning technicians that are in their mid-50s are amazing cleaning technicians. They're consistent. They're on time. We love them, right? My secondary is millennials. Yes, I love some of the younger cleaning technicians that maybe don't have children yet, aren't married, they're single, they have all the time in the world. So know your target market. This way you'll know what you're trying to attract, and this will help you in the other part of the process. Because what attracts a baby boomer doesn't necessarily attract a millennial. Because I can tell you right now, a baby boomer likes benefits, right? Or money, where a millennial likes culture and family. They want to fit in somewhere. They want like that Google kind of work atmosphere. So know your target market and know what you're trying to attract. And then the other thing is when it comes to markets, so in WootRecruit, we do a ton of stuff for you, but we're also seeing different trends because we have cleaning companies all over the world using this system. And we know that what works in one city will not work for you. Every single city is different. Every single labor pool is different. So know your city. I would say do a market survey of your city when it comes to hiring. And it wouldn't be necessarily just for cleaning. Do a market survey of your city. Go on Indeed and look for jobs like you're an applicant. Look at what people are paying. Look at your competition. Look at the other things that they're offering. So know your market is huge. And again, I'm very big on attracting baby boomers and millennials. Baby boomers, we offer top pay, and CBF is the main reason why we can offer top pay. We offer pay for performance. Amazing. Millennials, we have a family atmosphere. I have the office set up like with a couch, a TV when they come in for training. We have parties. They love all that. So what are you attracting? Know what that is and hyper focus on what you're attracting. And you want to hyper focus on that in your ad. You want to sell it in your ad. And that's where we're going next, is your ad. And an ad is exactly what it says it is. A hiring ad is an ad, and an ad is meant to sell. And are you selling your job? If you're not selling your job, I can guarantee you're going to struggle with getting results. And so you really want to make it sexy. That's my new saying this year, is like, how sexy is your job? My goal is to have the sexiest job in my town. And so that's a good goal to have because it keeps me motivated and it keeps me looking for outside of the box ideas. So if you're paying $13 an hour, that is not sexy. That is not going to work. When Target pays $15 an hour and I don't have to scrub anybody's toilet for a living or drive all over town. So that's not going to work, right? So you don't have benefits. And I understand us small businesses can't offer traditional benefits, but we can offer some other benefits like, a paid week vacation after a year, or paid time off, or giving them their anniversary day off. There are a lot of other benefits that we can add that are your traditional health insurance and 401ks. And so in the next slide, I'm going to explain to you some outside of the box ideas that I did for these things. And a list of requirements is not sexy. If your job ad is a job description, take it down because you're wasting your time and your money. It is not sexy. I wouldn't want to work there. So you probably wouldn't want to work there too either. So make sure your job ad is sexy. Sell your job. Sell why it's so amazing to work for your company. And in the downloads, we're going to give out some free PDFs, some free downloads that are going to help you make a job ad, right? Because we want you to have the sexiest job in town. So make your job sexy. Think outside of the box. So here are some things that I want to give you guys some tips on how you can make your job just a little bit sexier. One, right? Offer top pay. And if you don't know how to do that, there are resources out there that can help you offer top pay. CBF being one, a pay for performance model. Offer top pay. Really learn your business and your numbers. And the other one is with benefits. I offer free Roth accounts to all of our employees, and that doesn't cost me anything. I don't match because as a small business, I can't afford a 401k matching plan, but I can afford a Roth, and we can bonus them when we want or when we can afford to bonus them in the Roth or the IRA. Another outside of the box idea is I partnered with a local chiropractor to clean his house, and he's offering all of our cleaning technicians quarterly free adjustments and or massages. So that's amazing. Our cleaners love it. Our cleaning technicians love it. They're like, oh my gosh, we're so happy. So, on your job ad, you can advertise free financial coach. I used Primerica to supply every one of my cleaners a free financial coach because he set up their IRAs. You can advertise free massages and adjustments, right? We also partnered with a gym to offer them free gym memberships. So the list can go on and on and on. So that's a sexy job. I want a job where I get like free massages and a free gym membership. Like what? That's amazing. And you don't see that. You do not see that anywhere going on. So we're all business owners. We're all friends with other business owners in town. Partner with your business owner friends. Sit down with them. Every one of the ones I sat down with and said, we're doing other things like car washes, oil changes. I mean, my list is just growing. Restaurant vouchers. My list is growing. So what I did was I invited all of them to have a one-to-one and say, hey, I want to do something for my employees. You'll automatically gain 20 new clients. I have 21 employees. You'll automatically gain 21 new clients. They were ecstatic. The financial advisor, free. The chiropractor said he would do it for free because he gained their business, and their husbands would come and they would come back if they needed anything else. So, these things cost me little to no money. Give them a day off voucher, a vacation voucher. So these are things that you just think of that are outside the box. Stop making excuses for people not wanting to work for your company and change them. Make a change, right? Be that different company in town. Make a change. Offer outside of the box ideas. That's why we put sexy doesn't live in a box, right? It's not that job description ad. It's enticing them to come work for you. Now you have to live up to your ad. You can't sell the ad and not have the job or they're going to leave. But it is so easy to offer an amazing, sexy job right now because of the market. Everything is buzzing. Businesses are booming. Nobody's really hurting for business. We just can't handle the business. So all of the business owner friends that I met with loved my idea. They said that they want to start using these ideas and barter with other business owners. So I bartered, or some of it was even free, because they were going to gain customers or clients by me automatically including these things into my onboarding when I onboard a new cleaner. So this has changed my business. This has changed our culture. And yes, we have the sexiest job in town. And it didn't take a lot of money. It just took some time and some outside of the box thinking. And then my last tip is next day delivery. And so I stole this from Amazon, as you guys can tell, with the little smiley face. How soon are you providing an opportunity? So this is the power of where WootRecruit could come into play. How fast could you post a job, interview, and hire somebody? How fast? Using WootRecruit, I can do it in literally in hours. I could post a job, someone could apply and come in for an interview the same day, and I could offer them the job. And that is because we use a system, which is WootRecruit, to do our hiring, our recruiting, right? It is a tool. And, you scan the QR code because we can do a live demo and I can walk you through what it is exactly that we do. But essentially, WootRecruit is a tool that allows you to qualify and disqualify applicants automatically, allowing the qualified applicants to sign up for an instant interview. And then that is attached to your calendar. So you are controlling your interview spots. We interview every single day here at our office, but that is the power of WootRecruit. So now with this time of, people needing instant gratification and having phones at our fingertips. People want stuff fast, like fast. And WootRecruit allows you to be hyper fast, lightning fast. Because if you're spending money on posting job ads and you are not responding to them as fast as you would respond to a regular lead, you're losing money. You're losing money. You want to make sure that you can offer, I would say, same day or next day delivery, like Amazon, right? That's what makes Amazon so amazing. So if you incorporated this mindset of when we run ads, we have to offer an interview, right? Same day or next day delivery. It would change your business. It will absolutely change your business. But having to do this manually would be cumbersome, right? Because hiring is a numbers game. So that is the power of WootRecruit. We can do that for you. And automations is definitely the way to go. If $15 an hour is now your new minimum wage, automations is definitely the way to go. And where we see a lot of things going, honestly. So remember, fast delivery, fast, next day. If I'm running a job ad, my goal is to reply or respond to every qualified job applicant by the same day or by the next day. So now is our offer. And so for our offer for the ZenMaid Sinus Bone Up, I'm super, super happy and excited to offer you guys this amazing offer. So you can get 100 off starter, 200 off pro, and 300 off pro plus setup, a 30-minute free coaching consultation, a 30-minute free coaching session with me, Coach Libby, and then a free hiring bundle. Now, these are papers that you would need to help with your hiring, whether it's how to make a job ad, which we help you with that in WootRecruit, actually. We have software that helps you make a phenomenal job ad. But we have tons of papers in that hiring bundle that will help you with the hiring process. Great interview questions, right? Breaking down the system, how your interview process should look. So this is just a great bundle. And it was something that I wanted to give out to you guys for participating and being here on the ZenMaid Summit with me. So just to recap, right? I want to recap real fast on how to, let me stop this real fast. Okay, just to recap, I want to recap on, the 3 points that we talked about. And by incorporating these 3 points, you would see instant results, like typically in a matter of 1 to 2 days. And if you can hire fast enough, you could get staffed in the matter of 6 days. And we've seen it done. We have a client who she hired 7 people just last week. In 1 week, 7 people. That means she hired one person probably a day. So that's absolutely amazing. And that can be done by using WootRecruit or, creating a system. So you're not just doing it whenever you have time, because we never have time. And so just going over those 3 points and making sure, 1, you know your market, right? 2, sex sells. How sexy is your job? Make sure you're offering top pay. You got to be super competitive and some outside of the box benefits because we can't offer traditional benefits. And then the last one was fast. How is your delivery? Like how fast is your delivery? If you're advertising, how fast can the applicant sign up for an interview? It needs to be same day or next day. Because if you're not allowing applicants to interview same day or next day, you're leaving money on the table, especially if you're using, Indeed or Facebook paid accounts and you're boosting those. You're leaving money on the table if you can't deliver that Amazon type of delivery of same day and next day delivery. So guys, thank you so much for staying on with me. I am Libby DeLucien. And if you guys ever want to get in contact with me, you can always email me at hire@wootrecruit.com. Or you can comment below. I will be on. Comment below, and I'd be more than happy to answer your guys' questions. Thank you guys, and have a great day.